Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I have some breaking news to share with you guys. Dalton, who was on last season of Love During Lockup, ever since he's got out of prison, he's been with Haley, and it seems like for the most part, everything's been good up until today when he was booked into jail in Texas for assault on a family member. His bond is currently $3,500, and it does not share any more details on who he put his hands on, and Haley has yet to speak out about his arrest. And I also want to talk about the last night Love After Lockup Where Are They Now episode, which did an update on Caityln and Matt and Britney and Ray. So first I want to talk about Britney and Ray. They're still going strong. Ray got his CDL, so he drives 18-wheelers now. And Britney's a healthcare advocate. She helps people get insurance. And Ray's now off parole, so he doesn't have to go do weekly drug tests anymore. And he can actually travel without having to get permission. Ray currently owes $138,000 in restitution. He says he pays lump sums here and there. And he says that Britney hasn't paid a single dime out of his restitution. He said he's made that all solely his responsibility. And Britney and Ray have been trying to have a baby since we last saw them. And they haven't had any luck trying on their own. So now they're doing IVF. So far, they have tested their embryos and they're ready to do a transfer. And Britney was showing off all these different needles of all these injections she's had to do to try to help her get pregnant with this process. So they said in total, this IVF has cost them over $40,000 so far. But Ray assured everyone that this hasn't messed with him paying his restitution, and due to them choosing to do IVF and how expensive it is, they decided not to even go on a honeymoon after they got married. And speaking of their wedding, they talked about how much it cost, and Britney admitted that she dropped over $50,000 on that wedding. Britney says looking back, she now has regrets spending that much. I never understand how someone can spend that much on a wedding, because just go spend that on a nice house, or you could have a nice week-long vacation at a really nice destination for that. But, you know, if you got the money, then go ahead. But I gotta give Ray props because he's been able to stay out of prison since he's got out, and he seems like he's doing good for the most part. He's working, you know, besides that bump in the road when they had this girl pictured here come out and expose Ray because Ray was sending pictures of his package to this girl. And honestly, I'm shocked that this was never brought up in their season, because when this came out, this is before their second season started, and I'm surprised wetv didn't dig into that. And so this girl exposed Ray, and then Ray ended up learning a hard lesson from that you just can't be texting anybody because people out here will expose you quick for some clout. And he got exposed. Britney got hurt. But you know what? He stopped talking to the girl, and he's been a good man to her ever since. At least I hope so. I would hope he wouldn't be trying to get her pregnant. He's still out here being a little hoe, but I don't think he is. He's not very active on social media, and he seems to just be the type of dude that just works and goes home afterwards. Now let's talk about Caityln and Matt. And Caityln looks completely different. She's got dark hair now, and she's got a little bit of meat on her bones, and I think she looks great. So Caityln moved into her own apartment, and she started a career. She works for a plumbing company, and she gets to work from home doing that. She just does dispatch and customer service all day. Caityln said that she is officially done with inmates. She has learned her lesson, and that ship has sailed. And she was talking about the whole incident when she picked up Matt, and she said in the car he just pulled out his whole package, and she says that it was above average. And she says that, you know, he really knew how to use it. And then she was also talking about this scrutiny that she got when her and Matt couldn't wait any longer, and they just pulled over on the side of the road on their way home from prison and decided to go bang in the woods. And she's like, you know what? Everyone said I was dirty for doing that, but everybody bangs in the woods. And I don't think it's so much about the whole doing it in the woods part. I think it's just the way she went about it. They straight go in the woods, and she lays down with nothing on the ground whatsoever, just the dirt, the leaves, the pine needles, and she's just letting him take her to Pound Town. They're rolling all around on the ground in dirt, And it's like, girl, just like bend over or bring a damn blanket if you're gonna be doing all that. So Matt is currently serving time in prison in Washington State. He was charged with assault, first-degree burglary, and possession of a firearm, and he's currently serving a 7 to 9 year sentence for a multitude of things, with one of them including a home invasion. So Caityln said that Matt was good for the first 2 weeks that he got out of prison when she was with him, and then all of a sudden he started using again, and then he quickly started spiraling from that point on. And Caityln was shocked to see Matt's charges, especially the assault charges, because the home invasion charges he's serving time for, he runs up in this girl's house who has a son there home with her, points a gun at her and her son and threatens them, and then proceeds to rob her whole house. So Caityln was embarrassed to admit this, but she revealed that she has talked to Matt here and there since he's been back in prison. She says that their conversations have been superficial, and she said if she's bored and not super busy, then she'll pick up the phone. And she says that's growth for her, because back in the day, she would pretty much drop everything and run to the phone and answer every little phone call that he had. And she's learned from her experience dating Matt and realized from this point forward that she has to take care of herself and put herself first. So after Matt and Caityln broke up, Caityln admitted that she went through a hardcore depression and she had a hard time dating. And she said that she would go out with somebody and then like halfway through the date she'd start to get the ick from them. And she realized that she had her walls up and that she was still hurt for Matt. So she said that she's been talking to someone, but she said they're not serious enough yet to where there's a label on it. But she says that she's learned from her past not to rush things anymore. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Check out my website, AccordingtoAmber.com, where I sell a variety of different lashes, ranging from everyday lashes to bold, dramatic lashes and lash products. And you can sign up for my newsletter on my website and get 10% off your order. And I have a few different specials going on for my recent launch. But let me know what you guys think. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching.